Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the realm of Vasten. I've been doing some work. Over here. Wait a second. Brownie Bits, what are you doing over there in that field of beef?
I did just kind of making sure my crops are all taken care of. There's some weeds over here, and I was just, pulling them.
How can you tell there's weeds? There's a zillion of every crop in every direction. Hey,
I just have a green thumb and a green eye, so I just kind of know where the bad stuffs are. It's right here, right on this corner, actually.
Nice. Well, folks, we're not actually in the realm of Vasten. We are, as you know from the title, it's not much of a trick whenever I put it in big giant letters in the title of the description. We are actually in BrownieLand, everybody. This is my friend, Brownie Bits. Hello, everybody. Hello. First thing, right off the bat, his channel is in the description. Click on it and subscribe, and trust me, you won't regret it. It's a really great thing. So I just did a tour on Brownie's channel of this world, of a different part of this world. So if you want to see that, you can go check out on Brownie's channel. But we're going to check out over here on my channel some of the different stuff that didn't make it into that video, because I love this world. It's one of the biggest single player worlds I've ever seen, as far as just sheer size. As you can see, I mean, let's just fly up here. We're obviously in creative for right now, just for tour purposes, but this is a solo single player world. Imagine this. It's a single player survival world, right? I mean, come on. And
I have like 150 hours, or 150 days, sorry, of in-game playtime.
Yeah, so. And that's straight. That's with no break. He started this world 150 days ago.
In 150 days.
That's right. So anyway, so Brownie, where are we headed to? I want to take a look at all this just amazingness.
One thing I thought would be kind of cool, because you deal a lot of like kind of medieval stuff with your channel, and I figured we could go to the hamlet of Chevalier. Yes, I stole the hamlet name from you.
I stole that from someone else.
So I figured we'd come over here to the hamlet of Chevalier, which Chevalier, I'm pronouncing that wrong in the original French, but this is how I pronounce it in this world. So it is what it is.
Hey, Brownie, do you know that I lived in Montreal, Quebec for 3 years of my life?
I had no idea.
So I'm quite the French expert. I learned in my 3 years there, and all my friends were Canadian francophones. I learned one French word. Do you know what the one French word was? It's the most useful word you can imagine. It is.
I would love to know.
It is guimauve, which is marshmallow. Literally, that's the only word I know in French after 3 years of living in a French-speaking city. Guimauve.
Fantastic.
So if you want to use that, feel free. I relinquish permission. Anyway, continue on.
Awesome.
Sorry for this.
No worries. So Chevalier, and you can probably already tell who inspired this little hamlet. Based off of the design of it. But Chevalier means knight in French.
Okay, yeah.
And this is known as the Knight's Well.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Makes sense.
Because Welsknight actually inspired this, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I can see some definite Welsknight influence here, for sure.
So this major big building, which is a lot bigger than any of the like buildings of this style in his kingdom there, this is actually the tavern and inn for this area, and every single room in here is actually taken care of and done.
Wow.
So there's there's a lot of really cool stuff in this this building in particular. But yeah, so you feel free to go upstairs and see it.
Nice.
And it goes up pretty darn tall too. It goes all the way up to the roof.
Holy cow! Yeah.
So every room is taken care of, and there's a bed and everything. But basically, the story of this area is that this used to be just a couple houses, and that would be where all the farmers would live. But as the knights came through from the castle city of Bronnerbis, as the knights would come through, they started staying here. Yeah, terracotta.
Yeah, I just checking out.
As the knights would come through, they would stay here for food and a night's rest after they had either on their way home or heading out to a battle to defend their land. But this is actually became known as the Knight's Well, because they would come here and drink and basically eat to kind of get their energy back and everything after long travels. So
sure, yeah,
a nice little thing. And then we have a nice little stables in here, which I really am very, very happy with.
Yeah, these are great.
As far as design.
You know, we talked on your tour a little bit about that I'm not using Elytras anymore, and if you're on the channel, then you know that from me. But one thing that you notice whenever you're not using Elytra anymore is how freaking many stables you need in a world, and how, like, in, you know, the way we build things, we put like, yeah, a stable here, maybe a stable several kingdoms over. Yeah, you know what? If you're not using Elytra, you put stables everywhere because you need horses constantly. So yeah, so having stables right along the road makes a lot of sense, and it's really, really needed. Oh, this is a nice texture. Nice. I like that coloring.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, I'm using Germsy Boy's wheel texture too.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
Even though I changed so what you're seeing is the acacia trapdoor regular texture.
Right.
And what I'm seeing is the wheel. But
gotcha. Yeah. Where you say? By the way, you know whose idea that was?
Yours.
Yeah. Mine.
Yeah.
Mine right here. Did he name it after me? No, he just called it like acacia wheel or something like that. It should be Fix's wheel, and there should be a green F on it. Germ. Anyway, all right, let's continue on. Sorry.
So if we come over here, I really like the view that as you're kind of rendering in all the chunks of the city off this way. So we are actually very, very close to the city, and as we kind of walk down here, you're going to get the city just kind of, oh, there's an egg. Okay. But yeah, you'll see the city walls start to come into view here shortly.
Yes. I'm running at 12 right now. As everyone here is aware, my computer is aging, so I can't do a really, really large render yet. But hopefully, that's on the horizon at some point soon.
I think I'm at 12 as well, 12 or 16. I don't remember which one I'm set at, but I have a significantly newer computer than you, so I can get away with it.
You know, I'm a big I'm a big B-Dubs fan, and I've based a lot of my building and all that kind of stuff from him. And one of the things that he talks about fairly frequently is not seeing too far, so that you can control where you can control what you can see, you know, as a builder. And I think that sometimes I often play with only 10, and sometimes it's because of my performance issues, but sometimes it's because I don't want to see too much. You know, I want the fog to start at a certain place, and that actually is really helpful. So, you know, our server that we play in the realm of Vasten is 10. We only load 10 chunks because of some people who have a little bit slower internet to make sure they can connect, you know. But even without that, I've kind of gotten used to 10, and it's not so bad.
See, I built this world playing on 12. So like everything that you see is based off of 12.
Right.
I have 12 on right now. So you get, you know, enough of a view of everything to kind of see what's coming up next, but it kind of reveals it pretty nicely. So we'll go through this gatehouse here, which I really am happy with how it turned out. So I built another one over there.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, this world is not completely finished, even though we are going to be doing a season 2. We're basically doing as you do and picking another part of the world and continuing it on. Because I'm not done with this area yet, and this is going to turn into my season 2 project as well.
Nice.
So there's a lot of different little house designs in here, because I was like, well, this is a Citadel style castle. Okay. So the keep is up on the hill overlooking the rest of the city.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're looking at
nice.
As far as that goes. So
yeah, never reset. Never reset, folks. If you have your own world, never reset, never restart. Just keep going. Move. The world's infinite.
Yeah. That's one thing that I don't want to do, especially this. This is my baby, so yeah, sure. I put too much time. Oh no! Don't look at it. Chest monsters. There's chest monsters over here. Oh. Don't mind it.
Please. I know of no other way to build than to leave crap everywhere. There's a few people who play with us that have spent literally like dozens of hours of their time just following me around and picking up all this stuff that I leave everywhere. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Mar and Truth. Yeah, it's excessive, but yeah, I mean, come on, it's a living world. You get on and play. You can't put everything away all the time. This is a nice build up here. I don't think I recognize this.
This is a pretty recent one. This is our town hall, and the entrance is actually on the backside.
Okay.
So you have to actually walk. There's two paths on either. There's one path on either side, and you actually have to walk under the building on both paths. we have another stables over here. Just so you know, there is a stable in this.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Stables everywhere.
So here's the entrance into it, and this is like a flagpole here.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that.
This is kind of a medieval like castle style, fantasy medieval, of course, but it's the idea is that this is kind of extended off into time. So the castle originally was for protection, but now it's just a place to live.
Sure, yeah, I really like these walls too. They almost look like a wall / aqueducts almost.
Yeah, I actually didn't even think about that as far as aqueducts go.
I like it.
Somebody said they wanted arches
go
for the top part, and I really liked it. So
nice. Yeah,
and you can actually walk all the way around the wall on there. So,
that's cool. Yeah, nice.
Each level, including this basement part here, you can actually get all the way around it. So
cool. Yeah, great.
But yeah, so nothing's done on the interior of this. I mean, we've got like the floors and then like the staircase up to the actual like meeting hall area.
Yeah.
Which I'm really happy with how the chandeliers turned out up here.
Yeah, they look nice. I'm looking in the window.
Oh, hello.
You'll never know I'm here until it's too late.
Exactly.
Oh, you got pressure plates up there to stop mob spawns, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Nice.
To stop mob spawns, and then there's lights up there to, because you can still see up and see all the cool designs up in here and not be able to see the actual lanterns.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, lighting up, from the inside, that's something I think maybe people sometimes don't think about sometimes is lighting up the roof from the inside so you can see. I'm currently in the middle of building a large cathedral, and the roof is just totally dark. It's so dark, but I spent time to make a nice roof design. No one can see it, so I got to figure out a way, because like these lanterns here won't cut lighting up way up there. You need to hide some sort of lighting or something.
So if you wanted to fly up here, what I've done, and I don't remember what your trapdoor textures look like, but what I've done is I've actually got these trapdoors on the inside. So I have a separate roof design on the inside versus the outside. So now there's torches in here.
Oh, that's great.
They're completely hidden, but they still light up the entire area. So
I totally forgot that light goes through trapdoors. Wow, yeah. Yeah, all of our trapdoors are solid. Yeah, for sure. That's a really nice idea.
So
all right, so what's next?
So we have this cathedral here, and one thing that I absolutely love building is churches.
Yeah, they're fun.
I don't know why, but I love building churches. And this is kind of the cathedral for the city of Bronnerbus. So it's not the biggest building here, but it is a kind of a major staple of this. So we've got a nice little like area on the inside that also has a second floor.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. Yeah, little balcony. Let people up there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, really nice.
And then you have basically it's modeled after a Catholic church.
Sure, yeah.
Just because that's where I grew up in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you have kind of like the priests and the altar boys and seating up here and that type of stuff. But down underneath of the stage here, I think they're still in here. Yeah, they're still in here. I didn't have the issue with these guys.
Oh yeah.
The entities kind of disappearing, but
it's amazing. You just hide villagers everywhere we go.
Oh yeah. And I had actually started building structures specific for specific types of villagers.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So obviously the cleric would be in the church, but I'm gonna probably end up releasing them to kind of roam around the city since it's pretty safe.
Sure, they'll make beautiful zombie villagers.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And eventually there's going to be a staircase up to the next floor, but I
nice.
have not started on that yet.
Is this your stone texture? Did you make that?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen it before. Yeah, I mean I've seen it on your videos.
It's pretty new, because it actually matches the diorite and the granite and the andesite texture.
Oh, okay.
Eventually there's going to be kind of a mixture of textures, so it changes slightly, but enough to where a big wall like this doesn't look as crazy.
Yeah.
It does kind of variate the textures a slight bit by rotating them and that type of stuff. So it doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's really nice. So did you work out the rotating and stuff yourself? I don't really know how to do that.
I just kind of put it in, and I guess it worked. So I don't know what I did to make it work.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm not an artist, nor do I understand the whole texture pack stuff quite yet. But
yeah. Well, luckily our mutual friend does, so we can lean heavily on Herm.
Yes. So the other part over here, and we'll kind of take a look outside the walls here in just a second. But we have a nice little dock area here, and there's going to be a dock on the outside portion of this wall too. But this is just kind of like inside the gates here. So we've got a vanilla ship here with, you know, obvious changes slight to it. But
yeah, sure.
I love these lanterns. These lanterns add so much to the world. So.
Yeah, they're so needed. Yeah, that's great. So you're going to bring in like an ocean here, basically? You're in dig an ocean?
Yeah, so you can see, basically this is going to be the bay, and you can see how much I've flattened out over here.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you are insane. And this, like, we're on a server, obviously, now, but do you always play a server, or do you generally keep it single player?
I've been keeping it on a server for a while now, just because I've had so many people in consecutive orders that have joined me for the little, like, Styles episodes.
Oh, right.
So I've kept it on, but... Now I've kind of got it all set up, almost completely ready to go for season 2. So now it's going to just stay on a server.
Yeah.
And then I do plan on making kind of a witch's like magical tower with a spire of dirt kind of coming out of the ground at this witch's hut here.
Oh yeah.
There's actually 2 here in this area. This one here, and then underneath of the keep, there's another one that I've turned into a witch's farm.
Nice.
So
nice. Well, you're certainly not short of materials in this this amazing world.
Absolutely not. The last thing is the keep here in the city. And this thing looks
this is cool.
Unfinished.
Yeah.
But because there's going to be buildings, you know, all up in here, and you're going to be able to get through everything. But yeah, underneath, if we go down here, is you can see the custom terrain that I've done.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, you've really... Yeah, the whole thing's fake. Yeah.
The whole thing is fake.
Yeah.
So you can see the original ground and everything like that.
Right.
Then my witch's farm is over here, which there's some more chest monsters over here. Jeez, oh, goodness gracious.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You are insane. This is so much stuff. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 items in there.
Yeah, I mean, you never will need another thing ever.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I am going to, however, basically keep myself from coming over here until I've reached, I think, 10 episodes and so much done in season 2. Just because I do want to have my own build for season 2 outside of this area too. So
Sure.
And there's 1 or 2 torches under here. I got bored one day and just kind of grid liked. So it's every 2 or every 3 blocks there's one.
What's all this?
And then there's more. Here? Just more storage.
Oh, wow.
That's trees, and then there's stone and stuff over here. Dirt, you know, that type of stuff. So.
Well, Brownie, this is a crazy world. It's a crazy world, and it's so different. Every time I do one of these, it's so amazingly different when you see the world from like in the world rather than just on video and stuff. It's so much bigger. We were saying before recording, like sometimes you get in a world and it's like, oh wow, this is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. Oh, but then sometimes it's like this, and this is like way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's just awesome. So thank you so much for bringing it by. If you folks want to check out the Great Brownie Bits, please just click on his video channel down below. It's really great, and he's an entertaining dude and a great builder, as you can see. And we'll see you all next time. Brian, thanks for the show, Ron.
Thank you so much.